It can outfly fighter jets, survive a nuclear blast, and run the country from 45,000 feet in the air. This isn't just a plane. It's the most secure moving fortress on Earth, and what's hidden inside its walls will shock you. This is Air Force One, the $3.2 billion airborne powerhouse that serves as the President of the United States' ultimate command center. To the world, it's a gleaming blue and white jumbo jet. To those who know, it's a war room, a safe haven, and a message to every adversary: the United States is never vulnerable. Most people believe Air Force One is just a luxurious jet for presidential travel. They couldn't be more wrong. Beneath its polished exterior lies a network of secrets that rival any top-secret military facility on the ground. It's a flying Oval Office with the defensive strength of a battleship and the communication systems of a space station. Why build such an aircraft? Because in the unthinkable moment when America is under attack, this jet must keep the government running, even in the middle of nuclear war. Every inch of it is designed with that in mind, from its armor-plated fuselage to electronics hardened against electromagnetic pulses that could fry every other system in the country. But that's just the beginning. Few know the scale of what this plane can really do. Tonight, we'll go inside its hidden decks, reveal the defenses that protect it, and uncover the shocking new controversies behind its $3.2 billion upgrade. And before we reach the end, you'll learn why even America's enemies whisper its name with respect.
Inside the fortress. Step through the doors of Air Force One, and you leave behind the world of ordinary aircraft. What greets you isn't a cabin filled with first-class seats. It's a self-contained hub of power. 3 decks and 4,000 square feet designed to run a superpower in mid-flight. At the heart of this flying fortress is the presidential suite. Marked by a discreet star-patterned carpet, this area is off-limits to almost everyone on board. Behind its soundproof doors lies a fully functional Oval Office, complete with a desk for briefings, a private conference room, and a bedroom with a private shower. This is where the president works, rests, and decides the fate of nations, all while cruising above the clouds. Just outside the suite is the Situation Room in the sky. Its design is understated, but deadly serious. Every seat is fitted with encrypted communications. White phones handle unclassified calls, while beige phones connect directly to secure lines with the Pentagon, foreign leaders, and nuclear command centers. This is where critical decisions are made in real time, with the world watching, but never knowing. Further back, Air Force One carries up to 70 passengers, advisors, Secret Service, and military staff, each with their own workspaces. 2 full-service kitchens can feed everyone on board for days. Below deck, a fully stocked medical suite includes surgical tools, life-saving drugs, and even blood supplies matching the president's type. If the worst happens mid-flight, Air Force One can function as an airborne hospital. It's a world few will ever see, a world built to ensure America never loses its command, no matter the crisis. But a fortress is only as strong as its ability to endure, and Air Force One can stay in the sky longer than anyone imagines.
Unseen defenses. To the untrained eye, Air Force One looks like a pristine passenger jet dressed in blue and white. But beneath its glossy skin lies an arsenal of invisible protections, systems so advanced most of them remain classified to this day. The fuselage itself is armor-plated, not just the doors, not just the cockpit, the entire structure. Its windows, bulletproof and blast-resistant. Even the wiring deep inside the walls is shielded against electromagnetic pulses, the kind of surge from a nuclear blast that could cripple entire nations. If a city below goes dark, Air Force One will still have power. But its true defenses awaken when danger approaches. Hidden countermeasure pods along the wings can jam enemy radar, making the aircraft disappear from hostile targeting systems. If a missile locks on, Air Force One responds in silence, deploying infrared flares to confuse heat-seeking weapons, while electronic warfare suites redirect threats elsewhere. Every exit has its own retractable staircase, so the president never relies on airport equipment that could be sabotaged. Even landing zones are carefully chosen. Military teams secure them weeks in advance. What about enemy drones or fighter jets? The official line is that Air Force One is well protected. Unofficially, former pilots hint at classified counter-drone systems and other methods designed to keep it untouchable. What those methods are remains a tightly guarded secret. One thing is certain, this plane isn't just built to survive, it's built to ensure the president never stops commanding. But a fortress doesn't stand alone. To move a president across the world safely, an entire network of shadow operations comes to life, and they start long before the plane ever leaves the ground. Invisible Support Network. Air Force One may look like a single aircraft, but every flight is part of a massive, coordinated operation, one that begins long before the president steps aboard. Days, sometimes weeks before takeoff, advanced teams deploy worldwide. Secret Service agents inspect airports, map out escape routes, and coordinate with military units. Entire runways can be closed, and nearby air traffic is rerouted. When the president arrives, no one in the area moves without permission. In the skies, the support is just as intense. C-17 Globemaster aircraft take off hours earlier, carrying armored vehicles, including the president's motorcade and the Beast, to the destination. On international missions, these support flights land quietly, often at undisclosed bases, preparing for the president's arrival before the world even realizes he's coming. And then there's the Shadow Guardian trailing Air Force One, the E-4B Doomsday Plane. Only 4 of these exist. This aircraft is a flying nuclear command center, capable of directing a war even if every ground facility were destroyed. When Air Force One moves, the E-4B isn't far behind, an insurance policy for the unimaginable. During flight, a presidential airspace bubble is enforced. All of the aircraft must stay at least 3 nautical miles away. Violators are intercepted, sometimes by fighters scrambled from nearby bases, sometimes by unseen systems aboard Air Force One. This invisible web of support ensures that the president is never truly vulnerable, even thousands of miles from Washington. But this network isn't perfect. It has faced close calls, and in today's world of cyber warfare and new threats, its limits are being tested like never before. And nowhere is this more evident than where Air Force One begins and ends every journey, the one place on Earth more guarded than the plane itself.
Every mission begins and ends here, at a place so secure, most of its operations are invisible to the public eye. Joint Base Andrews, just outside Washington, D.C. To outsiders, it looks like a standard military installation, but behind the checkpoints and razor wire lies the nerve center of presidential air travel. This is where Air Force One sleeps. Inside climate-controlled hangars, the aircraft is shielded from prying eyes, surrounded by multiple layers of armed security and motion-triggered barriers. Few realize the depth of secrecy here. Maintenance crews are specially vetted, and each system on Air Force One is checked and double-checked after every mission. Before a flight, even the fuel is tested for tampering. Specially trained dogs sweep for explosives. Every single piece of cargo, down to the smallest item, is screened under protocols stricter than any other in the world. And yet, even here, threats evolve. In recent years, military analysts have warned that the greatest danger to Air Force One might no longer be missiles or bombs, but cyber attacks. What would happen if hackers targeted the plane's encrypted systems? Could they ground the most powerful aircraft on Earth, or worse? The Air Force insists its defenses are impenetrable, but the very existence of new classified programs at Andrews suggests they're preparing for a war we can't see, one where battles are fought in code, not gunfire. As Air Force One waits in its hangar, engine silent, a question hangs in the air. What secret upgrades are being installed right now? Upgrades so advanced they could change the balance of power forever. And when the day comes that those systems are tested, will the world even know what just happened above their heads?